you can't, like, that's like trying to say, you're trying to argue who's Josh Allen playing with, but at least Josh Allen was able to play with these dudes all year and get into a rhythm so he understands what he's with. CJ has been in the rhythm all year with a top receiver in football. Nico Collins, gone. Dalton Schultz, gone. That doesn't matter. That doesn't, if you think that doesn't matter, it does
matter, but at the same time too, you still threw 4 interceptions that were like dog awful interceptions.
It's the timeout
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Timeout Podcast. It's your boy, as always, Nick J. We got Steve in the cut, guys.
Saga fit.
And guys, this weekend sports was crazy. Obviously, the NFL had some questionable calls.
Wow.
Big moments, injuries, everything that you could... Blowouts, and everything that you could think that a weekend like this would have, it basically had. Surprises. And let's get straight to it, right? Let's talk about the Bills. Because I have something to say. And I just feel like the world has been giving Josh Allen a pass for too long, including people like you.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw Dan Orlovsky on ESPN talking about Josh Allen's fumble, for example. And he said, yes, Josh Allen shouldn't have done that, but then he tried to blame the offensive lineman for not jumping on the ball. If that doesn't make any sense.
I want to say that don't make any sense, but then he was a former football player. He was a former quarterback. But that take, I gotta disagree with that take. I think you should blame Josh for at least all the interceptions, all the fumbles up until the last one. The last one, I think that needs to be studied more. I still thought that was a completed catch, which means that the guy was down, but they ruled it an interception.
First of all,
it is what it is.
That's BS.
Josh deserves to, yeah.
Josh Allen has been getting a pass for too long, especially from people like you. Because that day, we was literally talking about the game, right?
Okay. And
you was quick to talk about Lamar Jackson in the past.
Okay.
Josh Allen has a horrible game like that in a season where Lamar's not in the playoffs, Burrow's not in the playoffs, Mahomes not in the playoffs.
Right. Once again,
this is the year. No. This is the year. What happened after they lost? Nobody heard from you the whole day. Nobody heard from you the whole day.
I was waiting for the podcast.
You're waiting for the podcast?
Yes.
But if it was Lamar, would you have waited for the podcast?
Maybe.
That tells you everything you need to know.
No, it doesn't.
So,
but once again, though, let's not act like Allen didn't have a great team this year either.
Now this.
Once again, I'm not.
You didn't know that going into the game?
Yes, we went there. Yes.
So why didn't you consider that in your decision of who to pick? Why are you using that excuse when you knew who he was riding with?
MVP Josh Allen, Mr. Reliable. I thought he was not going to make mistakes, and he ended up making some costly mistakes that costed the Bills.
And his coach
fired. But speaking of organizations, real quick, y'all know that these players have hearts and souls. Like the president coming out this week, in that press conference saying that.
I think it was today, actually.
Was it today?
I think it was today. Yeah.
Saying that about Keon Coleman. That's crazy.
That's OD.
You're the president of I couldn't care less how much money you spent on this team. At the same time, dude, this is a human being. This is a kid still growing up, finding his way in the NFL. Yes, this is his second year. He should be better. He should be at least 1,000-yard receiver this year or something. He needs to step up his game 100%. But to come out and just say that, he was not my option to really draft. We didn't really want to draft. Well, the GM didn't really want to draft him. It was all based on the coaching staff and kind of trying to blame the coaching staff. That's kind of crazy. And the kid's still on your roster.
Yeah, he's still
What are you going to do with them next year?
I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do about that now. Now, also, in terms of to keep it on to Josh Allen, we're not going nowhere.
I never said we were.
I'm just letting you know. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, right?
Okay. Well, one interception.
2 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
One interception. I'm not
Do
counting
you
the last-
believe
I'm not counting the
Josh
last one.
Allen was to blame for the Bills' loss?
This is the tricky part. At some point, the game was still tied, so the game was still there to be won. So like we can say what we want to say about,
But first quarter points matter. All the points matter.
all the points do matter. But eventually, at the end of the day, it was overtime. The game is 30-30. Like, it's a new game. It's a new game that we're playing now. Like, what happened in the first half don't matter anymore. What happened in the second half don't matter anymore. This is OT.
But if a lot of the Broncos points are literally coming off of what he did. Like, yes, I agree with what you're saying, the concept of what you're saying, right? But how did they get there?
No, yeah,
Because
like once again, like I know some people are trying to blame the defense. You really can't blame defense like that. It's not like they
put
never
against
had good starting field positions, but there were a
away
couple of
in Denver.
there were a couple of 39s I thought they could have handled better.
They showed up in the second
39.
half.
In the second half, there was a couple of 38 and 39, 38, 39 situations where I thought they could have done better, especially with that touchdown to who did he throw that touchdown to?
Denver got outscored 20-10. What do we like? I don't know a way.
I'm just saying there's a couple of 3rd and 9s that I thought defensively
here's my
they
thing.
could
That's
have.
trying to nitpick. That's trying to nitpick little plays. I'm talking about the totality of the game. in
Sometimes it
terms of
comes down to those little plays.
how can there's no way the defense is at fault in any way.
I'm not saying the defense is.
You're
fully
trying to
at
say
fault.
3rd and 9, 3rd and that
I'm saying there's a couple of 3rd and 9s that I thought they could have done better. But yes, Josh Allen gave them some terrible starting field positions with the fumbles and the interceptions that we can only blame on Josh.
You can only blame on Josh. So now, where does that leave the Bills?
Well, no coach now.
No coach now, which was.
No coach now, but you still got.
And what did the owner say? Because he felt like they hit a playoff wall, which is led by your boy. Okay.
Okay.
Second.
At least they hit the playoff wall.
Second. That interception. I want to go back to the interception.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, which one? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, which one?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That tells you everything you need to know. Which one? The controversial one.
Okay.
This is my take on the interception. Honestly, I just feel like I understand the Bills. Obviously, a Bills fan is gonna try to, you want it to be a catch. But I generally think he had the ball. I'm not denying he had the ball at first.
When he fell?
No. When he fell, he did not have full possession of the ball.
I thought
when he fell, it was a 50-50 ball, and then the Broncos defender ended up with the ball. Simple. Mind you, you saw the way that the Bills player just laid on the ground there. Like, he didn't even look like he
I think
was
he also
trying
thought
to
that it was
argue
down.
it. It seemed like he knew vibes that he knew he just fucked that shit up. Look, I don't know where the Bills go from. If I'm being honest, I don't know where the Bills go from. I don't know if this is a kind of like a rebuild. Like, almost, honestly, this might be a Joe Burrow situation now. He's fucked.
Like, you need a wide receiver. You still have.
You just fired the coach.
You fired the coach. Okay, you still got a bunch
Coaches
of
are easy to find.
I'm just saying, there's still
Coaches
some decent.
are coaches easy to find.
There's still some decent ones out there.
Who?
Mike Tomlin, is he taking the time?
He's taking time off. McDaniel's already. McDaniel's already left. Stefanski already left. Obviously McDermott's left. Harbaugh's not going to. He already signed.
What's that that head coach from Dallas last year? What's his name?
Mike McCarthy.
He's still
He was
out?
interviewing somewhere else. I saw. I never saw him tied to Buffalo. Maybe he ends up there.
I'm just saying, there's still some options out there. So, like, you still got Josh Allen. You got a Hall of Famer. You still have someone there. You have the running back. You
don't know his name? James Cook.
Cook. You got Cook still. You got your running game and you got your quarterback still. Go out there and find yourself a wide receiver since you guys don't want Keon Coleman. You still got what's his name? Pickens is still out there. Just saying, he's a top free agent. He showed what he can do last year with Dallas.
Here's my thing.
Even
though.
with CD,
I
he
think
was still
a lot of
sometimes
guys are
balling.
going to question. I think a lot of guys are going to question going to a situation like Buffalo, though. Yes, guys are going to want to get paid, but that was disrespectful what the owner did.
100%.
So I'm not going to lie. That leaves a stain on guys. Like, remember, like, for example, there was a point where, like, nobody wants to come to the Knicks, for example.
Yes,
Like that
'cause
type of shit matters though. Like already you're going to Buffalo, New York. Who wants to go to Buffalo, New York? Right? If you're going to go to Buffalo, New York, it's either because you're drafted there or they're giving, you know what I'm saying? Like the situation just has to be perfect. The coach isn't there anymore. This is not
Marshawn
the
couldn't
same.
wait to leave.
This is not the same culture anymore. Technically, like you don't know what the coach is going to be like now that McDermott's gone. It's a whole type of new regime potentially. Plus now after you start the new regime, that's what you started on when you're disrespecting players like that. I don't think. I mean, look, if
We'll
they're
see.
willing to pay up, I don't know.
They
But-
just got they got their new stadium. They probably want to impress people still with that stadium. So they're probably going to be willing to maybe spend a little.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting.
Once again, though, this is a New York team. So I guess as New Yorkers, just stop expecting your team to do anything good, I guess. Don't expect any
What?
team in New York. Don't expect any team in New York to do something good because eventually they'll just let you down. This was Buffalo's year. I ain't saying I was going to a parade up in Buffalo, but New York needs to see something, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, before we get to the Super Bowl talks, we're going to start with a classic game that we have played here. This is going to be a similar version of this or that, but this is going to be who had a higher peak. Football edition.
Okay.
The first is football edition.
Okay.
There's 4 editions, four options, okay? For the first option, who had a higher peak? Terrell Owens or Calvin Johnson? Megatron.
T.O. T.O. was... Wait.
It's Megatron. Calvin Johnson had the higher peak. Calvin Johnson was the best wideout. Like, Calvin Johnson, like... Calvin Johnson? Nah, I gotta go Calvin Johnson. T.O. for me has more maybe like years as a career. They're both Hall of Famers, like, you know, both. But T.O. for me has more of like the years, you know. But in terms of Calvin Johnson, like come on,
He
at 1900,
he was an animal. He was an animal.
He's getting double
He was an
teamed.
animal. Double team could jump out like
He was a beast.
Yeah,
Megatron?
I mean, that's a hard. Like you can't start off with like that. Those 2 options though.
Yeah, but you said T.O. What's your answer, T.O.?
I still stay with T.O.
That's crazy. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Rob Gronkowski or Travis Kelce? Because, you know, everybody knows. Well, I don't know if everybody knows because you just became a fan 2 years ago.
No, everyone
But
should know I
you're
am
a
a Chiefs
diehard
fan.
Chiefs fan.
So I had to still my God, Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Travis
This is my
Kelce,
thing.
even though it's close, like once again, it's 1A, 1B, whichever one you want on any given day. But I'll say Kelce.
If I'm being honest though, like I want like Gronkowski was crazy. My thing, I'm going Gronkowski just because I feel like, in my opinion, when Brady was going through those runs, I felt like Gronkowski was, not saying Kelce wasn't reliable, but Kelce always kind of had a few options, like the Tyreek Hills or the some of the names are not coming to me, but Pacheco, all these different dudes that always kind of like contributed in different ways, right? Like a random dude like Smith-Schuster would randomly, you know what I'm saying?
But like Kelce.
Brady had Edelman, but for me, Brady, like every single run, maybe Gronkowski would be quiet a little bit in the playoffs in his later years, but he always came to play in the playoffs. That's why I think Gronkowski is the best.
I think the second Super Bowl, the run, the third Super Bowl that they won, I forgot which, like a game heading into it, like. I don't know, man. Kelce is.
What's your pick?
I'm sticking with Kelce. I just seen the late heroics too by Kelce, and I think just always him and Pat have that thing where like Kelce just knows where to be at, and like he knows when to stop at a certain spot where Pat can just toss him the ball and he goes down 15, 20, 30 yards.
So
Travis Kelce.
Okay. Next one, remember peak. Russell Wilson or Andrew Luck?
Russ. I'll stay like.
I think Andrew Luck. I think it's Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, honestly,
Like,
Andrew Luck, if I'm being totally honest, he just didn't last long enough. And this might be a hot take, but Andrew Luck is cut from the similar cloth of the
Staffords?
sure, the Staffords, but the Mahomes, the Aaron Rodgers, he's that talented.
He was very talented. And
I don't think
sucked
Russ was
that-
as talented as and Andrew. He did put it. He just never really had great teams.
I think Russ was as talented.
I don't think he was as talented as Andrew Luck.
Seattle, like, up until they tried to give him a Super Bowl and that interception happened, like they tried to give him the MVP, and
That was
happened.
crazy,
But
though.
like that would have been two. Let's just say that would have been two championships that he two Super Bowls
with
two
zero
Super Bowl trips,
with zero MVPs though.
two Super Bowl trips, and that's
Would Andrew Luck make it to a Super Bowl and not get MVP? I don't think so.
We don't know because he never did.
I'm just saying I don't think so. Like at the same time that you could say that, like
I'm still
at the same time that you could say that, literally Russ was playing with the Legion of like that defense is they literally have a nickname because of how well known they are and how well put together that team was and how
what's with his legs and his throat, like his arm wasn't fully there yet, but he was still able to get those things on target.
Yeah. Okay.
But with the double threat was just
sure. Okay. I'm going Andrew Luck though. Lastly, this is going to be an interesting one. Running backs. Adrian Peterson or Derrick Henry?
I'll go Adrian. He won an MVP. He won an MVP as a running back.
I think it's Derrick Henry though.
He won an MVP as a running back.
That doesn't.
You have an MVP.
I don't think that. I don't think that equates. Okay, because if that McCaffrey doesn't have an MVP, but McCaffrey's better. You don't think McCaffrey's better than Adrian Peterson?
No.
Okay. Well,
sure, McCaffrey's a dual threat option, but
that's the same reason
if
you just
we're
told me
talking
Russell
about-
Wilson's better than. Okay, but okay, but
this is an MVP. Like,
I don't think Adrian.
An
But Derrick Henry has
MVP
put up
should
MVP
have-
numbers. Like MVP
has he won an MVP?
But MVP's half the battle is not just the numbers. Like you gotta have a team. You got let's
Yes,
not
that's all
act
part
like
of
we
it.
don't know
Yeah,
that.
but the
Let's not
numbers-
act like we don't know that. But sure, I'm gonna go Derrick Henry on that. I'm gonna go Derrick Henry.
That's
on that.
because
but
you
it's close.
became a-
Adrian Peterson was crazy though.
That's because you became a Baltimore fan somehow, and now you're Derrick
I've
Henry.
been, bro. I've been. But now let's get to the Super Bowl predictions. Right?
Your own brother is.
Now let's get to the Super Bowl predictions. So
Did we mention how bad CJ was? Did they mention that yet?
well, I was gonna go through the games a little bit,
okay.
but
CJ
CJ.
and Noah, I've been
And
complaining to you about him.
I fuck with CJ
I've
because
been complaining about him.
and I heard I want to say Troy Aikman was talking on the commentary. I think it might have not. I think it was him though, and he had said a comment like CJ's still riding on this rookie year success, and that's why everybody kind of still puts him in that. That was bad though.
No,
That-
I
if I'm being honest with
you.
you, tell me honestly, like
That defense
regular
is that
season
bad.
or not, that first half might have been the worst first half I've ever seen a quarterback play.
That defense deserves better. That defense
That
deserves a
defense,
lot
in my
better.
opinion, was like, I'm not even joking. That's one of the best defenses I've seen probably since that Seahawks defense. They were that good.
That defense was amazing. They know how to hit. They know how to hit. They're not afraid to
CJ,
hit. They're able to read
throw-
coverages.
That the throw where I don't even know which interception this was. I think interception 2, the one, yeah, like 4, right?
4.
So interception 2, I think. The guy is coming at him, blitzing him. He didn't even see where the player was, and he just threw the ball in the air. Pick 6. Mind you, they were up at that time. That's when the game kind of shifted, and then they started to continuously stop him, and then New England started to gain momentum. You
can't do that to your
CJ.
team.
I'm rooting for you, CJ. I really am.
There's no one that's not there's no one that's gonna be rooting against someone. But like if you think about you're a 20-something-year-old kid, 3rd season in the league, no one's gonna be really rooting against you like that. But to come out and perform like that, bro,
mind you,
that defense was amazing. All you had to do was
didn't
just
even have to
be a
play that
slightly
good.
better. Yeah, just slightly. I
I will say though, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to say this though. I'm not trying to be soft on CJ, but I do think, like, for example, Josh Allen, for example, had a bad weekend. CJ had a bad weekend. But I think CJ's
terrible.
CJ had a lot to deal with though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, to not have your two receiving options is kind of no. Like, that matters.
But then you're like, Josh Allen ain't had.
But that's his team the whole year.
Number one for
you
that
get
team.
into a rhythm though. You cannot argue that. You can't argue. Like, you're trying to argue talent. For
what? CJ was 15-3, right? Or 15-2, or 14-3, or something.
14-3. Who, the Texans?
No, my bad. They were 12-5. My bad.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no, but you can't.
Yeah, 12-5 is still
13-6.
13-6.
Oh no, so 12-5. Yeah.
12-5. That's still a good record.
You're missing your top two options though. You can't. Like, that's like trying to say you're trying to argue who's Josh Allen playing with, but at least Josh Allen was able to play with these dudes all year and get into a rhythm, so he understands what he's with. CJ has been in a rhythm all year with a top receiver in football. Nico Collins gone. Dalton Schultz gone. That doesn't matter. That doesn't. If you think that doesn't matter, it does
matter. But at the same time, too, you still threw 4 interceptions that were dog awful interceptions.
But there's also a lot of plays where you could look at. I agree that the interceptions were bad, but there was also a lot of plays that his receivers were trash. There was, because in the second half he did pick it up. He did. All I'm saying is CJ was dealt a tough card. To go into New England on a snowy day without your two top receivers, like, it is tough. But
that defense is good too.
But I'm not gonna lie. That leads me to the AFC Championship, right? We got Patriots, we got Broncos. Now, obviously, Bo Nix is out. I don't know why Sean Payton decided to make him run. That's a whole other thing. And I fuck with Sean Payton. But that play did not, in hindsight 2020, that play did not make no sense.
Two plays before that, he said, or a play before that, he said.
It was when they were down the field already. They already were in good field position. That play that they made him run it, instead of just giving it to the running back. Why don't you just give the run? If you need, mind you, you're not even you're just looking for 5 yards, 3 yards, just to make it a little. Why are you giving it to Bo Nix there? I don't get it. You have a running back for that reason. That literally ended the season. You're Super Bowl. So, but I want to say this. I think the Broncos are going to do it. They're going to beat the Patriots. I think this is a Nick Foles moment. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying in terms of going to the Super Bowl. I think Jarrett Stidham is going to lead the Broncos to the Super Bowl. To the Super Bowl game. Let's see how he plays, and we'll reassess this after. But
we'll be seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I think Jarrett Stidham's going to win.
We'll be seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
So your prediction is the Super Bowl, the Patriots going to go?
I can't expect a guy that really didn't play with the team like that to come out there and just click with the receivers, click with the I feel like timing is gonna be off on a couple of stuff, especially when you start getting when he starts seeing the blitzes come. He's gonna get blitzed a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm expecting some interceptions, some turnovers. I'm not seeing a lot of hope for Denver unless that defense plays historically great.
Yeah,
I don't see them winning anything.
That's fair. So now to shift to the NFC. We got the Rams versus the
Seattle.
Versus Seattle. Obviously, and that Chicago's Rams games was a really good.
That was
game.
a fantastic game.
Caleb Williams he's gonna be one of them. He's gonna be one of them.
I just thought that interception that happened, that play, I don't think that it should have been if it was gonna be a throwing play, I don't think it should have been that deep down the field. Yes,
but I also saw a replay. DJ Moore kind of ran a bullshit route.
Once again, didn't I question?
No, you were talking about Caleb when we were watching the game.
Not watching the game, but last episode. Did I say that they're only gonna go as far as DJ Moore takes them, but I don't trust DJ Moore as much?
No, you didn't say as far as DJ Moore takes. You said it's the battle of two quarterbacks who's gonna make the duel, the mistakes. Yeah, but you said you don't trust DJ Moore, but you didn't say as much as far as DJ's going. My bad.
But yeah, I said I don't trust DJ like that.
Yeah.
It turned out to be I was spot on that game. But
that was a good game. But honestly,
the Bears.
I think Seattle.
You guys have something you guys have something in Caleb.
Yeah.
Second year in, it looked.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. At this point, I want to trust Stafford. I want to because they have the reliable guys, right? But I think Seattle's the best. Because once again, the Rams showed me
They had some, yeah.
they have holes in their team, and it's not like they just try to. And granted, that game was a little less, not as high scoring, but it was also horrible weather and shit. But it's like I just think that Seattle's a complete team.
They are.
They're complete.
Sam Darnold, I was wrong about you. You proved me wrong that game. You played a hell of the game. It's good to see you happy. You know, you're out of New York. You're out of the suffering. You're out of the misery, the depression. Can you help me with some other words?
Sorrow.
There's a lot more words that we can use, but it's good to see you in a decent situation. Apparently, two of our friends is apparently Seahawks fans. Who? When did they become Seahawks fans? Who knows?
Mark and Edger.
Mark and Edger. When? God knows. But nah, that game, it's just that Devontae Adams.
He's tough.
Some people were selling him. People thought he was done. You moved to the Jets. Don't find a good spot. Wait, yeah. You went to Las Vegas, wasn't good.
Yeah.
Go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Terrible situation again. And then eventually you got to the Rams, and it's been amazing.
But Stafford is showing now. He is.
Yeah,
he's in that class. Like he's not like GOAT debate or nothing.
Nah,
but he's
in the class of like
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, like the Drew Brees.
Yeah,
kind of class.
But honestly, he's probably better now.
He don't have the Drew Brees has a couple of MVPs, right?
Nah, I don't know.
Bugging.
No, he has a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so at least that. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Like that class, maybe he might be a little better than Drew.
You know, he's better than Drew. I think so. Yeah. I think, I'm not going to lie.
That means that, no, my bad. That means that Detroit, we got to question that organization too when they had them.
Bro, like you can't win with everybody.
Or maybe like he just revamped himself and just.
Yeah, I mean, no, he was always good. But they just didn't have a great team. Like you can't. It's hard to put a good team together. Like it's hard. Like I don't know, but I think. My Super Bowl prediction is going to be Broncos versus the Seahawks. That's my prediction.
Patriots, Rams take it home.
Broncos, Seahawks. All right. So let's see. I think Jared Stidham is gonna lead them, and I think Sam Darnold's gonna take it. But I'm gonna leave my prediction again, my official prediction, but after But that's right now. That's what I'm thinking.
And then to the Niners. Best of luck next year, man. That's all I can say, man. It was a tough season. CMC is amazing. Brock Purdy is actually a lot better than people. I think people give him credit for. Even though that game was just terrible.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
Terrible.
That was bad. Now to shift. Lastly, to some basketball. Before we touch base with my Knicks.
What the NBA did?
Well,
wait, your Knicks.
Yeah, with my Knicks. We're going to play another game. The same game we just played. Who had a higher peak? Now, this is going to be the basketball edition. Steve, please. Please.
Oh. Depends on who you're talking about.
All right. This is going to be a goodie. Carmelo Anthony versus Tracy McGrady. Higher peak.
Dang. Think Tracy. There's an argument about who was better, either Tracy or Kobe at one point. I don't know if I heard that many arguments about who was better between Bron, Melo, KD when they were coming. I'm just saying.
When they were rising.
Like even when they were like at their peak and stuff, I don't think I ever heard.
But Tracy when they was arguing Tracy versus Kobe, that wasn't Kobe's peak. So
When would you say Kobe's peak was then? What, 06?
probably around that 08, 06, 08. Like they were arguing McGrady like more like 01, 02, 03. I'm not saying Kobe was still elite,
Yeah.
but he was like, I'm saying if you want to say peak Kobe, but sure, I understand your take. I'm sticking with Melo any day of the week. Any day of the week. It's Melo.
That's your
All right.
supposed to be
Next.
team size players.
Next. Kevin Garnett or Dirk Nowitzki?
Both MVPs, both championships. Dirk.
No, it's Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was, you know, in 04, Kevin Garnett was one vote away from being a unanimous MVP, right?
Yeah, one person fucking effed them up.
Kevin Garnett's the defensive player of the year.
Okay.
Kevin Garnett changed the culture in Boston.
Okay.
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce won Finals MVP, but Kevin Garnett was the best player on Boston's team.
What? How many trips? Dirk had what? 2 trips?
2 trips to the finals.
Two
Garnett
trips to the
had
finals.
2 as well. 2 as well.
2 as well, but Dirk was the number one, clear number one on both.
On the championship run, but Garnett also has individual times, like individual moments. It's not like Garnett was always like a 2. You know? Garnett is an MVP.
Yeah, he was, exactly. But when he was MVP, his peak didn't lead the team too much.
But you could also argue that Dirk's peak wasn't technically the championship year.
Yeah.
Because Dirk won MVP in like 07. He won in 11. If you want to argue, like that's the same time because Garnett won 04, they won in 08.
Too. Dirk beat LeBron in the finals, man. You beat LeBron in the finals, not just beat him.
But they had a really good team. Sure, yeah, okay.
Dirk.
You think Dirk?
Yeah, they won't flip with that Braun, man. Dirk.
I think it's Garnett because I just don't think both sides of the ball. I don't think it's a debate. That's nothing. You just looking at offensively and shit. Like,
on the
both
defensive,
sides, defensively, it's not
defensively,
a debate.
it's not a debate.
Offensively, it's close enough.
Great debate.
So if you're looking at the totality of the game, I think it has to be Garnett.
Dirk.
Next one. This is gonna be an interesting one. Battle of 6 men.
Jamal Crawford, I'm guessing.
J.R. Smith versus Lou Williams.
Lou. J.R. Smith was really a 6-man, really, for the Knicks?
Peak. It's not career, it's peak.
Yeah.
J.R. was a 6-man in Denver too.
Yeah. Lou was just...
You think Lou? Okay.
Yeah, Lou was a bucket getter, could easily get you like 20, 25 off the bench.
Okay, I could jack Lou. I could jack Lou.
I think Lou Magic, is it what, Magic City? What's his nickname that they gave him? Sweet Lemon Lou or something like
Sweet.
that?
I mean, what? I don't know. Next one. Chris Paul or Steve Nash?
At Steve Nash's peak, he was making fun.
He didn't make no finals.
He didn't make no finals with the
Not his
Suns?
peak. No, he get close. No,
He made finals with the Suns?
no.
Dang. No.
But he's also a 2-time MVP.
He's also a 2-time MVP.
But Chris Paul, like you know what you were looking at.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Dang. And then for what sucks with Chris Paul is just that injury in Houston.
That's not his peak though.
That's not his peak, but that injury in Houston, that championship would have been amazing. But then I've seen too many downfalls for him too in the playoffs.
Peak though.
Dang. Nash. He has 2 MVPs and they were over what? Shaq, Kobe, and them.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going Chris Paul.
I understand the argument for Chris Paul. But 2 MVPs, you can't just take that away like that.
Yeah. That's fair. Lastly, And I don't think this is as simple of a debate as I first thought about. Joel Embiid or Dwight Howard?
Peak? I'll take Dwight. At least Dwight's peak, he was still playing and it lasted a longer time, I feel like. Then Dwight took Magic to a finals.
But based off your argument for a few guys prior, Embiid has an MVP.
He has an MVP that you still question.
He has. Can you question Nash's MVP?
Okay, yes, okay. I guess that's a terrible argument that I can make. I don't know. Embiid just. The injury is just inconsistent. Not like inconsistent.
Peak
like seasons,
though. You're looking too much at the extra shit.
What, four-time defensive.
Peak Embiid is an MVP of the league.
4-time defensive player of the year. And was dominant offensively. Like, yeah, Dwight right? All day.
I'm taking Dwight too.
Yeah. I don't think that's. I really don't think there's an actual argument you can make for that.
I don't know about that. That's a little disrespectful.
Think so.
But
and I'm not like no disrespect or anything, but I don't think so.
But now lastly, right? We got to talk about the Knicks.
Before we bring up the Knicks real quick, the NBA. If you guys are trying to find a new face, why aren't you having Ant as a starter?
It's a crime.
No, like just straight off the bat, why are you guys not having him as a starter? The only time the NBA starts turning on players is one,
when they're done.
Yes. Well, allegations, of course. But two is when they're threatening or like they feel like that there might be a threat to someone that
they want.
To someone that they love more.
Yeah.
Who is Ed threatening to be better than?
Especially from an American perspective.
Yeah, it's like, who is he threatening to be better than? That's the only time the NBA will step in and try to derail or...
No, but like that's my thing. Like in terms of like from American perspective, like if you want to argue like the next few faces, whoever you may argue, if it's Wemby, if it's Luka, if it's Ant, if it's I don't know Tatum, if it's I don't know whatever. If you want to look at the American side of it, Ant's probably is the best argument right now.
Yeah.
So how is that not the guy that that is a crime? And he's giving everybody bucket. He's balling this year. He really is.
Like I love Steph and all that.
I do. No, I love Steph. Bro. Like I love Steph.
But like, come on, bro.
But even if it's yes, I agree. Steph should have been it. But even like for me, the Wemby. Like
Wemby too.
Wemby and Jokic. I don't think both can start.
Yeah, but at least Jokic showed you like he had like the MVP thing. He was amazing.
Wemby was like consistent.
Yeah, he's been out. Like he's been out the leg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys gotta do better than that.
And you can't have Jokic and Wemby start. Like for me, like they both missed a lot of games and all that stuff. Like, how can you have both? Steph has missed games too.
Steph has missed.
It's crazy. That's a crime. But they gotta figure that out.
That's insane.
He's gonna be on a mission at the end of the year too. By the way, after what they did, after what they did, he's gonna be on a mission.
Hopefully,
and I'm pretty sure Minnesota's gonna make a move that's gonna really put them into contention. But that's another thing we'll talk about another day. Now to the Knicks. I don't know what's going on.
They need to do one thing.
No. Seriously, no. This is since like the end of December.
They've been on a
no. I don't think they are the worst team in the NBA. Like the Nets and the Pelicans are the worst teams. You're in the same conversation as the Nets and Pelicans who are losing on purpose. The Knicks are supposed to be a championship contender.
I think it was just a bad streak.
No,
I think they'll bounce back.
A bad streak.
But what I think they need to do out there is the Greek freak is still out there. That's all I'm saying, man. You still got Cat that you can be willing to move. I will not be mad if they move Cat. I understand he just got engaged and that he's from Jersey and all that. We don't care. We need a championship. I want a party in New York. And the Bills can't give it to us. The Jets can't give it to us. The Giants can't give it to us. Red Bulls
Yeah.
New York City FC.
Yeah.
And like I understand the WNBA,
Yeah.
but it's not the same impact as if
All right.
the New York
all right,
Knicks.
All right. Yeah. That okay.
But
No. All right.
if we're being
Love the liberty. I fuck with all the W. Nah, we not
saying. I'm
look,
not saying.
So let's show the Knicks, right? So the Knicks.
If we're being
So
honest.
the Knicks. So
If we're being honest.
so the Knicks, right? I don't think, if I'm being honest, and I love Brunson, he can't be a 1 on a championship team, in my opinion. Like, the only way he could be is if he has a perfect team like Halliburton had. Like Indiana's team was a championship team last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Knicks are as deep. Like, they're not as well constructed
That might be
for him to be a 1.
That could be
Brunson is not he can't be a 1 option unless it's a perfect, like,
That could be a take. That could be a good
I don't
take.
think he is. I really don't think he is.
might be.
That's why I think
I
the Giannis deal is the one. It just makes the most sense.
go get him, bro.
Go
Like,
drop Towns
drop Townsend
and another role player or 2, whatever.
You might have to give up like OG's contract is.
This is my thing. Towns, I mean, don't get me wrong, Giannis is legend. But low key, one contract wise, but one even talent wise, like if you give up Towns, I don't see how you would have to give up Towns plus like OG or plus like that's kind of a lot for Giannis, low key. Like
Or him and McBride.
That's what I'm saying, a lower level. Like I don't like low key Cat.
But at the
is
same
close
time,
enough to Giannis's level that I don't think you'd have to add.
and the contract is up there.
The contract is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you would have to add. Because Loki, Cat and OG, let's just say, from Giannis with Loki in the back of my head would be a lot. I think.
That is
That's too much.
And I don't think they have the payroll for that, the Bucks.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, like the basic concept of the trade.
That's too much. Yeah.
Now, that's another thing. Mike Brown. I like Mike Brown's energy, but I'm kind of questioning a little bit of his... Like, his first year in Sacramento, right?
His play.
It was a good year.
It was an amazing year.
They light the beam,
brought energy,
all that.
Yeah, he brought energy back to
But I kind of question a little bit, like...
The offense? It was
not even just everything. Like, one, the defense is terrible, just like Sacramento's was. But 2, like... Granted, though, they're kind of similarly constructed. Like Sabonis, Towns being in 5, like not great defensive centers, not great rim protectors,
but this
just very skilled, whatever.
Compared to last year's team, this Knicks team moves the ball better.
Yes, but I think their defense has regressed a lot. Obviously, Thibodeau is a great defensive coach, but I think, I'm not going to lie, like I'm trying to find the word.
Like Josh Hart last year was more impactful than he is this year.
I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with Josh Hart. Josh Hart's getting a little too complacent though.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, I don't know if I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You know, I really think he's a good player. But I think his head's a little too big right now. With the Nova stuff, with him being Brunson's man and Mikel's man. Brunson and Mikel come to play. Like that whole Villanova shit don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like now you got a podcast with Brunson, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, no, like you gotta show up and play. This dude can't even make a shot. He can't even make a pull-up on nobody. He can't. I don't feel like he has the same spark that he used to have.
Like he's a better Vendo.
Who?
Better Vanderbilt.
No, they're not sim. Hart's like a triple-double with that, though. Like, Vanderbilt's not. Nah. Like, but like, Hart, he's not been this year what he's... Towns has regressed a lot. Towns is not even in all-star arguments, I don't think.
Last year when he started off, it was
nasty. Yabusele, I thought he was going to be because like, I saw him for France, for 76, have little moments where I'm like, yo, low-key, that'll be nothing.
Yeah. Once again, though,
it has to be the Giannis move.
It has to be
Giannis,
or the Bucks suck too. The Bucks suck. Like I want to give Rollins and KPJ a lot of credit and stuff, but they suck. Like team wise, it's just not it. You have Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis. With you.
Oh, the Knicks are up 50 on the Nets right now.
They're blowing them out.
Yeah, but like I just think, I don't know. I think if not the Giannis move, I think everybody agrees a move has to be done. That's not a question. But honestly, Mike Brown better stop playing too. He better stop playing because New York's not gonna, because you can't take too many steps back from what Thibodeau was doing. Whether we I think a lot of us understood the Thibodeau decision, but we can't regress like this. Like can't happen. This is what's happening here. You can never be in the same sentence as the Pelicans and the Nets.
Depth-wise, it's not like the most. They don't have
the team should be. It don't matter.
No. Like they should be a lot better, but like
the team is at least 7, 8, 9 deep. Kolak,
dude, but the starters not playing as much minutes as they played last year compared. So now you're giving the bench more opportunity.
Well, that's because you have a deeper team.
But like, is the bench actually deeper than we?
It's tough because in moments you see a Kolak perform, you see Mitchell Robinson, you see Hart, you see Clarkson, you see it should. They need another wing though. They need another wing.
Fantasy.
They need another wing though. They need another. I think they need a wing because I just think after OG and Mikal, I don't see. They need a wing.
There's no one else.
They need a wing. They need to get a wing.
But you get Giannis though. That kind of solves a lot.
Kinda. Yeah.
Defensively helps you improve defensively, and especially you got Mitch. You got Mitch as a backup too.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, if anything, or you can start Mitch and Giannis.
Is there enough shooting though around Giannis though? That's another thing. It's a difficult.
Right.
At least Cat can stretch the floor. In this NBA, you gotta stretch the floor. It's not a simple.
So that's why you need a. So Yabusele will have to start stepping up.
Would he be gone? They looking to shop him though. They're shopping Yabusele. So it's like it's a tough thing. But
nah, I mean, you have OG that can shoot. You got Mikal that can shoot. Brunson can still pull up and make some shots for Giannis wise.
But you need shooters like that. That like AJ Green, for example.
Like Mikal. Like, Mikal's a shooter.
Yes. Is OG a spot up shooter? Are you gonna ruin Brunson's rhythm to like Brunson's an all-star? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not so simple. You need like shooters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Josh Hart's not a shooter. Giannis draws a lot of attention.
Find a way to package him, Giannis with
AJ Green. Yeah, no, seriously. But I think, seriously, if something doesn't happen soon, a lot of changes gonna be made in New York. A lot. Because this is unacceptable. The Pelicans and the Nets? No, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Every team has that stretch.
No, they don't. What are you talking about?
I just trying to find some positive
No, there's no positive.
about the Knicks.
No.
The Knicks, you guys will bounce back. We're Eastern Conference Finals bound. Championship bound.
Are you chatting? Nah, man, we gonna see, but a lot of changes got to be made, man. This is gonna be a crazy week in the sports again, and you will hear from us next week to hear all about it. So, as always, guys,
Visca Catflinha, Visca Barça.
Never that. As always, guys, see you soon. Yes, sir.
Ciao.